Hey everyone, and welcome. Get ready to be totally charmed today as we take a deep dive into this story about a young owl named Camilla.
An owl who plays guitar. I am intrigued.
Exactly. Well, she learns to play guitar, at least. We're looking at just one chapter from this fictional book, Owl's Woodsy Jam Session.
Okay.
But don't let that fool you. This chapter is jam-packed, no pun intended, with really interesting stuff.
I see what we did there.
We're talking about learning, creativity, and even the power of music. All that packed into this one little chapter about Camilla.
I'm ready.
So what really caught my attention is how Camilla goes from really struggling. I mean, imagine this little owl talent trying to work guitar strings.
Oh, yeah. I can't even imagine.
But she goes from that to playing these beautiful melodies, and all of this happens in a really short amount of time. It makes you think about what drives that kind of dedication, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a perfect example of how we learn, right? Everybody listening has been there. That feeling of, how in the world am I going to do this? And then suddenly something just clicks.
It's the best feeling.
The best. But so often, those breakthroughs only come after a lot, and I mean, a lot of practice. And more importantly, consistent, dedicated practice. Camilla really shows us that.
So true.
And you know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
That flow state everybody's always talking about, where you get so wrapped up and absorbed in what you're doing that time just disappears. You're just completely in the zone, you know?
Totally.
I think Camilla's journey really brings that whole concept to life in a really great way.
100%. And it wasn't all just like raw talent for Camilla either. She had Lucas, her mentor, right there by her side, so patiently guiding her.
Mentors really are game changers, aren't they? When you think about it, having someone there who can give you personalized advice tailored just for you, and then combine that with genuine encouragement, that can make all the difference in the world.
Huge.
No matter what you're doing, if it's music or work or anything really, that kind of support can really unlock someone's potential.
Yeah, for sure. And it wasn't just Lucas. Remember how the other animals in the forest would all gather around while she played?
Oh yeah, that was really sweet.
Like the squirrels would be tapping their little feet and the birds would be singing along. It was like this built-in cheering section for her.
Exactly. It's like the author wanted to really highlight how important a supportive community is, especially when you're on a creative journey.
Totally.
Because it really is remarkable how much encouragement from others can impact our own personal growth and confidence.
It's true. And speaking of impact, I love how the story showed how Camilla's music actually affected every single animal, every single creature that heard it.
I loved that
It
part.
was like they were totally captivated by it.
Completely. It just makes you think about the universal language of music, right? How it can evoke these emotions and even create connections between us and inspire us in a way that words sometimes just can't.
Absolutely.
So I'm curious, what about you? Is there a certain type of music or even a form of art that really resonates with you? And why do you think it has that hold on you?
That's a great question. It really makes you think, and it brings us back to Camilla. Because thinking about her story, we are so clearly reminded of how important dedication is when you're trying to master a skill.
Definitely.
And then on top of that, there's the incredible impact of having mentors and also having a supportive community behind you.
That makes such a difference.
And of course, let's not forget the way that music can move us and inspire us, how it can even bring everyone together.
I think that's what I love most about music.
Me too.
It makes you wonder, how can each of us, in our own way, tap into our creativity and find that same kind of joy in learning that Camilla discovered? That's something worth thinking about, don't you think?
100%. It really is.